Guys, back for another video today, and this time it's going to be week 10 of the NFL season, which is going to be a good one. So here are my predictions for this. I realised that some of the predictions I made for week 9 were not accurate at all. I mean, the biggest example of this is San Diego and Miami. I thought San Diego would win that. No chance, they got beaten 37-0. So, yeah, that one didn't work out especially, but so I'm going to go through the results now, well, the fixtures and what I think the results will be for this week. Here it goes. Game 1 on Thursday Night Football. The Cleveland Browns at the Cincinnati Bengals. I think that the Browns will win this because Cincinnati have been in good form this year, which is good because they're a decent team. But I'll say Cincinnati to win that because they're at home. But I think that one could go to like overtime, I'm predicting. But yeah, I don't know how accurate I'm going to be because, as I said last week, this is just my second year watching it. I haven't bothered. I could have gone into Fantasy League this year because I understood it a bit more, but I just decided to not do it, and I didn't actually ever get around to doing it, but I'll probably go for next year. I don't understand it, but I'm not always accurate with like form over recent years or like who the bogey teams are for certain teams. But oh well. Next game is the Chiefs at the Bills. They got the same records, so I mean Carl Alden's done well for the Bills the last couple of games. But then for Kansas, you got like people like Jamal Charles, who's causing problems for a lot of teams. But on the fact that Carl has done well for Buffalo since he came in, I'm going to say another home win, but this time it's with Buffalo. Miami at Detroit, and I know that I said that Miami wouldn't win last week, and they won by a huge margin. Detroit have been good this year. Have done really well, which is good because I know that over the last couple of years they haven't done so well. But I think even with Detroit at home, Miami should win that. It's put on the fixtures that Dallas is at Jacksonville, but that game's at Wembley, which is going to be a really good game. I wish I could go to that because Dallas is the team I support, although I haven't actually lived in Dallas or even in the US, but I have been to the US. That's Florida. But Jacksonville have got a 1-8 record and the Cowboys have got 6-3, so I'm going to say my team, the Cowboys, to win that quite comfortably. San Francisco at New Orleans, and they've both been pretty poor this year, with New Orleans not winning a single game on the road. But they're at home for this game, and they've won all games at home. They're unbeaten at home in just over a year, I think it is. So Saints should win that one. Tennessee Titans at the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore won the Super Bowl 2 years back in 2012. They've done quite well this year. I'm quite surprised with them. I thought they'd be sort of a more average team. And Tennessee haven't really got going. They've got a 2-6 record. So I'd say Baltimore to win that. Pittsburgh at the Jets. Pittsburgh should win that. Big Ben Roethlisberger. It shouldn't be too hard for them. Atlanta at Tampa. They've both been pretty horrendous. I mean, if you take a look at Atlanta last year, they were quite a surprise package. Because I think the last couple of years before that they were just sort of average and not brilliant. But Tampa have been pretty bad the last couple of years. I'll say Tampa to win that because they're at home. They've got the slightly worse record, but because they're at home, I'll say that. I'll say Tampa to win. Denver at Oakland. Denver have got a 6-2 record, and Oakland are on 8. So because Oakland, despite being at home, they haven't won all year. The only team still to do that. Denver will run that one. That'll be so easy for them. St. Louis at Arizona. I thought St. Louis would do better this year than they have, but with Arizona being at home and a 7-1 record, they should win that one pretty easy. Eli Manning's New York Giants at the at Seattle Seahawks. Now, being at CenturyLink Field, that shouldn't be too hard for Seattle because they're usually pretty good at home. They've been a bit off at home this year, but the 12th man really helps for them. So Seattle to win that. Chicago at Green Bay. I think Aaron Rodgers should win that with Green Bay. They should overpower Chicago, but yeah, say Green Bay to win. And then finally, Monday Night Football is Carolina at Philly. I don't want Philadelphia to win because they're a divisional rival with my team, the Dallas Cowboys. But with the fact that Cam Newton's Panthers haven't really got firing this year that well, they're on a 3-5-1 record, where Philly are on a 6-2. Philadelphia should win that, but I hope they don't. So that's this week's predictions. Check back for next week's week 11, next Wednesday. And I'd just like to give a quick shout out to my friend by the same name, Connor. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below, Venom OG. So check him out, subscribe if you like his or my stuff. Like this video, thumbs it up, and peace till next week. Bye!